Hello guys, DJJots here with another video. In today's video, we are going to be building a submarine. I'm going to be today giving a tutorial on how to build a submarine in Plane Crazy. This is a completely basic one. I'm currently in a, oh yeah, I forgot I had this thing. I'm currently about to start a contest with someone. And I do not want to give him too much, but after it's over, I might do a much more detailed one where it has torpedoes and a bit more efficiency, but this one fully does work. Now, with this part, you can smooth it out as however you want, but you're going to want to make sure your ballast tanks are fairly centered and towards the bottom, because if you have propellers facing down while you turn, it'll make it so you don't tilt. Because the more top-heavy you are, the more sideways you'll go when you turn. So this is going to be more of a mini-sub, so I'm just going to keep it like this. It's going to be 3 tall. This isn't a specific tutorial, it's just basically saying how to make a working submarine. But if you really wanted to, you could do exactly what I'm doing, so I'm not going to do anything too hard. If you want a later one on how to make a good torpedo system and how to make your thing silent, even though this one will be silent, but there's a way that you can, without using thrusters, but you can make other engines quieter. Like the boat propellers are already pretty quiet, and there's no real way to get them quieter, but there's some other engines you can get quieter. One thing I've never tried though is making a submarine using jet engines. Jet engines. I've never tried that before. Is there? Why? I just saw a firework out my window. Why? Why fireworks? But anyway, let's lift this one off of the ground. And you're gonna want to, you're basically, as I was saying, you're gonna want to have your ballast towards the bottom. The bigger the submarine, the bigger the ballast. Normally, you might want to replace this block here with ballast, but you're not going to use the ballast block, you're going to use the ballast tank. And then what I do is, because I play Roblox quite a bit, I have it so E and Q are the 2 buttons to make me go up and down, because that's obviously the up and down keys for most Roblox games. So just set those before you start building, so you don't have to do them all individually. And then you simply fill this whole bottom part with those. And then you could also replace these blocks right here with them, but I'm not going to do that because this submarine isn't going to be needing to dive particularly fast, even though this definitely will. But if you have a really big submarine that's light, and if you have helium in parts of it in order to make sure it's level when it floats, you'll want to have a bigger ballast tank. And so you can go down at a faster rate. So I'm going to actually delete that so I can smooth it off a bit more. And then the back I'm not going to worry about yet. So I'm going to grab wedges. I'm not going to use any other type of wedge. I'm just going to use the default wedge. Do some work with this. There we go. What is that hole? Why is there a hole there? Oh, it's because I only did one side. Oops. Also, yes, this brings to another thing. You want to make sure your thing is fully symmetrical, because if it's not symmetrical, you're going to have problems. Where basically, if your thing isn't symmetrical and has the same amount of ballast on each side and things, your ship might lean, or your submarine might lean, which is extremely annoying. Just like pillaring in this game. And put a block there, put a block there, and then boom. That is most of the shell complete. You just have to put in a couple more wedges, smooth off this whole front. I'm not doing a particularly good job since I'm not going to save it and use it. Just good enough so that I can show it in a tutorial. Boom. And then you could obviously make it fatter and make torpedo tubes and things. But now you're going to grab wedges in the back. or this isn't necessary, but basically, yes, just keep your ballast low. And if you want to make a big folding one, you would just build it like any normal ship. Just have the ballast tank, and that's the only real difference. You just build it like a folding ship. And if you want to know how to make ships fold in this game, you can go over after this video is over and check out my video on how to do that, because that would help, I guess. So yep, if you watch these 2 videos, you'll, by the end of it, you should know how to make a folding submarine. So I'm just gonna do this, and then this, then this. Then I'm gonna grab a block. Oh wow, it's a nice fire truck. And I'm gonna put a block here. And I'm going to put a block here, and a block here, and a block here. And then I'm gonna go back to wedges. Well, wedges there. And then drag this up again. And not like that. Blah. This wedge building takes a second. Just trying to smooth it out a little bit. Make it look nice, or decently nice. I can barely see it because of my brightness, which is at almost, like, it's at 90 on my monitor. My normal computer's all the way up. Or, no, it's at 80 on my monitor. My normal computer's all the way up because my monitor brightness is way stronger than my normal one, and I don't know how to turn it up and down. And I don't know how to do that because reasons. So yeah, we're gonna get to the engine part now. So when you fill in these gaps here, if you wanted to, I suggest putting a bunch of thrusters in the back and then adding some helium underneath it in order to make sure the whole thing is level. So in order to test that, put it in the water and then wait a couple seconds, let it level out, and then if it's tilting forward when it stops moving around, then you just put some helium in the front. And if it's tilting backward, you put some helium in the back. I'm gonna put some tiny propellers in this. It's gonna go really slow, but I'm not building it for speed. I'm just saying how to build one. So yeah, basically, if you build a bigger submarine, or actually, I know something that will make it a bit faster. If you remove these wedges here, and you grab blocks, or actually, yeah, you can do that underneath, and more fireworks. And I don't know why there's fireworks, because it's not a special occasion, I don't think, or a holiday. I mean, there. You got your big motor on the back. It's about the appropriate size for this size submarine. And then for turning, you're going to go up to the front here, and underneath here, you're gonna grab a water propeller. Or actually, if you wanted to, you could put normal propellers on the inside of it. That would just take a bit more space in your interior, but it'd probably look better because you can't see anything on the outside. But you could put these on, but before you do that, I forgot to. If it's on the left side of the submarine, have it for D. So when it turns on, it'll push it that way. It'll push it to the right, and then once on the left side, have it do A. That, or another thing you could do is you could put these instead of the ballast box in the front, but then you'd have to put helium because so it's level and things just be a bit more annoying. Oh yes, I must set these to the right letter. And on-off mode, that's one other thing. Increase power A, don't want to make that mouse button. Don't want to make that mouse button, because that would not be good. Actually, I don't think I've ever turned anything to mouse button. I use mouse button for obviously guns and things, but other than that, oh, that was a big explosion. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so boom, you got your turning. Now you're going to go on the roof of the front. and you're going to slap one of these on there. Now, I'm not doing anything with interior, or you're going to have these. So basically, have it so when you're at W. No, not reverse thrust, on off mode though. There. Now I'm going to quickly set these to on off mode. Now, I keep messing up. On off mode. Yes. I could just copy this. Put it on this one. Put it on this one. Put it on this one. Boom. Okay, so now that you have all of that working, you have your turning, you're set there. I'm not going to have a good interior because I'm not doing anything with the interior. So just going to slap a seat in there. Doesn't matter where. Okay, I'm going to have it right side up though, just for reasons. Then you're going to cover your roof in blocks, or as I'm going to do, beams. I would normally do blocks because it's easier to paint. And then whatever your color you want your submarine, you would do that. Here in a minute after this next step. Okay, so now that you have your engines and things, your thing runs, right? Yes. And you're going to want to, if you want a camera, you would just have a block there with a motor on top with camera up there. And then paint all of that the darkest blue so it looks like the water. And your submarine, other than that, it's done. I'm going to paint this black real quick. Boom, black submarine. Nice and dark. Set it spawn in water. Oh, my game's pretty much empty. Okay, let's spawn in water. Hopefully my game doesn't break. Yes, it does. But, okay, so as soon as this is done, you'll be able to see what I was talking about by leaning. Because that's why you want to test this. If you're going to use it for something, make sure to test it. And because it's leaning forward like this, add a couple helium blocks underneath the front. And add maybe 3 to start, and then as it goes, add more, and then press E to go up, Q to go down, W and S for steering, or W and S for forward and backward, A and D for steering. Other than that, you're done. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. My voice cracked there. Bye for now. No, it was even worse. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, that was worse. Bye for now. I've done this outro like 15 times. You know what? I'm not going to cut them out. I'm going to leave this video 100% as it is. Anyway, goodbye.